As per legend, contacting the hand, or the correct bosom of Juliet, will get you karma discovering genuine affection. Each square inch around the statue is quite often pressed with voyagers, which can truly ruin your impression, but this as far as anyone knows sentimental spot. The bosom and wrist of the statue are consistently harmed, on account of all the contacting and handshakes, from a huge number of adoration, looking for travelers.
Already, The Little Mermaid from the fantasy of the Danish writer Hans Christian Andersen was found legitimately on a stone in the harbor of Copenhagen. These days, it isn't so natural to see this statue. In 2007, Copenhagen authorities chose to move the statue a few meters away out into the harbor to dishearten vandalism and to keep voyagers from jumping on it. Be that as it may, what truly baffles guests is the size of the statue. Hoping to see a lofty landmark, they discover the statue of a mermaid that is just 1.25 meters, 4.1 feet, tall. Hoping to see a lofty landmark, they discover the statue of a mermaid that is just 1.25 meters, 4.1 feet, tall.
Genuine enthusiasts of the unbelievable band will probably be frustrated with this display, since they will discover nothing surprising about their preferred performers here. There are just a couple of displays and things that have a place with the individuals from the band. Plus, everything that is partaken in the gallery is as of now understood to the overall population. The plenitude of pointless subtleties is likewise irritating, e.g., 4D film with the incidental squirt of water. This gallery is certainly not worth your time, or cash, dollars, approx. $20. While going for a stroll through the downtown area, looking for the world-popular drama house, make an effort not to miss it. The three-story manor is practically undetectable among the wonderful Italian design. In any case, the most significant thing is to be available at the presentation, as the nature of the Italian show will never baffle you. However, this isn't a simple activity, regardless of the way that tickets are accessible not just in the cinematic world of the theater, yet additionally on the web. Modest seats for the most acclaimed drama exhibitions are sold out inside a couple of hours after the beginning of the ticket deals.
The perception deck from the tallest structure in Berlin scarcely meets the desires for guests who sit tight for right around 2 hours in the long queue and pay €16.50. Or on the other hand now and then even €21.50 for an avoid the line ticket which, because of poor association, doesn't generally work. Messy windows, hordes of voyagers, and an overrated TV tower bar are a huge disillusionment for each traveler.
It's been said that the Temple Bar is an absolute necessity visit place when coming to Dublin. In the night times, there is constantly a gigantic line and you should trust that hours will get into the bar. The bar is so occupied and loaded with individuals that the workers can scarcely figure out how to clean tables and take orders. The bar is extremely simply overrated and exaggerated and isn't well known among local people. In case you're having a decent getaway in the Côte d'Azur and choose to go see a portion of Crafted by the world well-known Spanish craftsman Pablo Picasso, you can absolutely go through an hour or so in his historical center situated in the old town of Antibes. In any case, we don't prescribe that you make an uncommon excursion to see this historical center. The assortment in plain view comprises principally of the craftsman's representations and earthenware plates. Maybe the historical center would be additionally fascinating to Picasso's specialty scientists. Yet this specific assortment is bound to make you disillusioned in the ability of the craftsman. During their excursions in the brilliant sands of Thailand, Indonesia, and India, individuals for the most part don't leave their own territory and primarily want to visit vacation spots. In any case, on the off chance that they happen to get outside the vacationer zones, they'll barely perceive these nations. Use-pack creatures, and grimy oceans and seashores are a typical sight. The most upsetting thing is that voyagers, yet additionally the nearby occupants themselves, contaminate the beaches.
A pleasant stroll in Times Square, which isn't as large as you might suspect, can be demolished by the immense number of individuals who need to visit this spot. Because of this, it rapidly gets filthy, and doesn't look as alluring any longer. Indeed, even the mammoth blazing announcements that mesmerize those strolling by can't spare the circumstance. The renowned ventured rice ranches are a prominent spot among sightseers. This is likely the motivation behind why guests need to burn through cash on actually everything. Section 10,000 rupiah $1. Photos 20,000 rupiah $1.50. A ride on a swing 100,000 rupiah $7. Also, the swings are set low and there are such huge numbers of visitors that it is practically difficult to stroll along the restricted ways. Exactly when people are reviewing the primary event, when they arrived in Brussels, they generally speaking notification that there are a greater number of damages than inclinations in this city. The plan of Brussels will hardly interest a vacationer who has visited in any occasion a few capital urban zones in Europe. The eminent mannequin Pies wins of being an unassuming figure over a bit of wellspring, and it's hard to examine it by virtue of the fence and the gathering incorporating it. Various people are staggered by the proportion of junk and urinals that they find in the lanes. These street urinals can similarly be found in Amsterdam, where they are altogether more great with the urban condition than in Brussels. To be reasonable, the impression of a specific fascination, city, or nation in general, is an abstract issue. There are numerous components that can impact your feeling: the season, the individuals you are going with, and, obviously, your own desires. Maybe The Little Mermaid will move you profoundly at nightfall, and the Picasso Museum will charmingly astonish you, essentially on the grounds that you truly cherish and value his craft.